Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Taijuan Walker is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In is Torii Hunter, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Hunter.
Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH. Luis Arias is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Walker a move to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Hunter gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
The next twin up, Rod Carew, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes.
Well, that's it.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And that one right down Main Street. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
This is line to left. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and the Twins are on the board first, 1-0.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
To the plate now, Harmon Killebrew. Slow roller down the third baseline. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further.
And don't forget, on a ball thrown out of play, the rule says that the runner gets the base he was running to plus one more.
Into the box now, Josh Donaldson. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Now a big swing here by Donaldson, but he got out in front a bit too much, and that's a foul ball. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The throw into second. To second now, but he's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Wow, your outfield is the last line of defense, and when they let you down, it's really costly. 2 runs come around to score, and even though they happen, there's really no excuse for that kind of mistake at this level.
Into the box, Nelson Cruz, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
From the stretch. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the payoff pitch home, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Now batting, Eddie Rosario. Previously with Taijuan Walker, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. He waits, now the pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
And he misses there, 1-2. And he got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Twins lead it 4-0. Walter Johnson, a right-hander from Kansas, who will be on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Now at the plate, Ken Griffey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, no left fielder, Ken.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Ball.
Tim Lopes is on deck. Here it is on 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Tim Lopes. First pitch on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Nobody out, runner on first. think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And that'll bring in DH extraordinaire Edgar Martinez. To Carew at second. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Up next for Minnesota, Torrey Hunter, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-1 home.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start the second does not bode well for this pitcher.
Luis Arraez.
In now, Luis Arraez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope, outside.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
A runner at first with no outs here. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Stepping in now, Rod Carew, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Line drive to center field on his junior, but this is a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Sam Tuivalala is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Standing in now, Harmon Killebrew, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he misses with it. 1-1. And that's off his leg on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Josh Donaldson digging in now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And that's too high, ball 2. Donaldson, once an Atlanta Brave, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 2-1.
I got to count 2-2.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nelson Cruz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And that misses. 1-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 1.
The batter, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch.
No,
and that misses. Ball 1. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. From the stretch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Griffey. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Minnesota leads this one 6-0. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Mariners center fielder now with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Fouled away. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
At the plate now, Brett Boone. as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Ball, one strike.
The 1-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box, Jay Buhner. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And that misses, 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Carlos Gonzalez would be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
In now the Mariners DH, Carlos Gonzalez. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and he misses it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for Minnesota.
Stepping in, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. swinging a soft liner. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Next to the Twins, the center fielder, Torii Hunter.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the center fielder, Torii Hunter. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball one. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Ready once again, Luis Arias. He singled his last time up. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. He's set, and the pitch. And he popped him up. Coming in is Griffey. He can't get there as it falls in.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one.
First and second now, one man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-1. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
So now to the plate, Harmon Killebrew, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
2 down, runners at first and second. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
To 2-2 now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
I got 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
hit out towards second. Reined in. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. They lead it 6-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Back goes Hunter. It's down for extra bases, and the Mariners have their first hit of the game. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And that'll bring in Ken Griffey Sr. A ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Griffey has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. Here it comes, 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to Killebrew. 2 down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Tim Lopes.
Coming to the plate now, Tim Lopes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
1-2 the count to the Mariners shortstop. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. 1 left for Seattle. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Matt McGill gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. New inning set to get underway, and here's Donaldson.
The third baseman, number 24, Josh Donaldson.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. The pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1. Is a slider taken for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. McGill features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Griffey waits on it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Standing in, Mitch Garver. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get out.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. One and one, here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Into the box now, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike. Now Junior gets a hold of one to deep right. And this one is gone, a home run. So Junior strikes for a 2-run shot. 4th home run here in the early going. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Now
At the plate, Brett Boone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Should be no trouble for Hunter. And he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jay Buhner.
Next for Seattle, Jay Buhner. He drew a walk his first time up. And the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's low.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. Hit back up the middle. And Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One 0 count. Here it is. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-0 count. The pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 hit softly down the line at first. Here's another 2-2. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. In now, Tom Murphy. He swings and grounds it to short. Gonzalez is up with it, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's the Twins 6 and the Mariners 2. Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Eddie Rosario.
First offering on its way. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Marwin Gonzalez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Fouled off. Fouled away. The 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Torrey Hunter is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Runners are at first and third with none out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
This one's down to third. Seager fields it cleanly. One there, and it's in time to get him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the DH, Luis Arias. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Into the box, Rod Carew, line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. Into the stands, he got it. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Twins are in front, 7-2. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today, and while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. At the plate now, Ken Griffey Sr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 the count. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Griffey Sr. behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 1-2. Pitch popped up. Gonzalez waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Striding in once again, Tim Lopes, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. to take a swing at it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to break.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. In now, Edgar Martinez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gonzalez is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ken Griffey Jr., runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
No balls and 1 strike. A 1 pitch on its way.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Men on third with 2 down. And it's fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Harmon Killebrew. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
Whoa, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now, and until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Shoots this one over to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
1 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Digging in, Nelson Cruz. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Digging in now, Mitch Garver. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fouled off. Now the 0-2 pitch. On a line to shortstop.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Austin Adams trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Austin Adams.
Eddie Rosario will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Two men are on with two men out. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, two left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Twins are out in front 7-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Boone. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
So now to the plate, Jay Buhner. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. That's inside. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat starting right now.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning, and Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Standing in now, Carlos Gonzalez. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And there's ball one. Two balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Three and two, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Seventh inning ready to roll, and into bat next, the utility man extraordinaire Marwin Gonzalez. He's set. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Griffey's in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder, Torii Hunter.
One gone now in the Minnesota seventh, and that brings in the center fielder, Torii Hunter. First delivery to him on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Not close. It's 2-0. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. One out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping up now, Luis Arias. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken. The throw. Not in time, and Hunter's got himself a stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
The 0-1 delivery.
Ball left outside.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
1 out and a runner on second base. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 2-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Here now the 2-2.
Helpful.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Stepping up to the plate, Rod Carew. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
The first baseman, number 3,
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Harmon Killebrew. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-2 game.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that slot.
Yoshihisa Hirano enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Yoshihisa Hirano.
Nelson Cruz will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Splitter taken here, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 out, bases loaded. And there's a base hit on the line. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, man, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with the 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swings through it for strike number 2. Hirano, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a 1-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Number 20.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is, the 3-0. He's in there for strike 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Fouled away. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Boone is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Twins lead it 10-2. So striding forward now, Kyle Seager. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball in.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Seager will wait on the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1 home.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And here's the 3-2 from him. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now, Tom Murphy. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, Ken Griffey, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short, and that will become out number 2.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Tim Lopes.
Now at the plate, Tim Lopes. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. 2-2, here it is. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Here now the 2-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. One left for Seattle, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. So coming to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Torrey Hunter. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Luis Arraez.
Ready for another shot now. Luis Arraez, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch on its way.
0-1's the count.
0-1 pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box, Rod Carew, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Sent on the ground out to second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for Minnesota, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Into the box now, Edgar Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Well, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Ken Griffey Jr. is on deck. The 3-1 pitch.
Aye. Careful.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
To the plate now, Ken Griffey Jr. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here it comes. Another one sent foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now back, second baseman, Brett Boone.
Stepping into the box, Brett Boone. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike. Nope.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Rosario, but this will land untouched. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Now to the plate, Harmon Killebrew. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Harmon Killebrew.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Settling in now, Josh Donaldson. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Up next for Minnesota, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Into the box now, Nelson Cruz. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going, as this lead got even wider.
As we take a look at the pitch location here, you can see that the pitch wasn't even in the strike zone, but clearly that didn't matter.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver.
Number 8, Mitch
As he'll go
Garver.
after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Grounded back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Taylor Gilbo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Taylor Gilbo.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He got under one and popped out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Two out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Marwin Gonzalez.
At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 2 out with the man at first. Very high, 2-1. From the stretch. 2-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Hunter.
Stepping in now, Torrey Hunter. A ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now Hunter swings and sends a high drive carrying to deep left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The batter, number 2. Designated
into the
hitter,
box, Luis Arias, as he'll
Arias.
look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. The 1-0. is laid off of down and in.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
The 2-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3. Rod Carew would be next. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Twins are in front 15-2. Now in the box, Jay Buhner. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. There's Carlos Gonzalez. He waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Carlos Gonzalez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't get there. It falls in. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Now batted.
So stepping in, Kyle Seager. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Cruz is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, Tom.
Coming to the plate now, Tom Murphy, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. He's got it, and the Twins have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
15-2 the final tally here. Minnesota put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Walter Johnson earns the win, his second, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Taijuan Walker lasted only an inning in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.